Hey guys, welcome back to the Acres. Well, this weekend we had to rent a U-Haul auto transport. And let me tell you, if you need to transport a vehicle from one place to another, this thing is awesome, and I'll show you why. First of all, let's start out up here at the front. This thing has a very easy locking tongue on it here. But what this thing does is that if you have this in the down position and you start cranking this thing down, it will auto lock onto the ball, which is a pretty cool feature. Also, comes with a standard 4-prong plug. It has a brake cable to stop it in case it disengages. If you notice here, this lever will pull forward and up, and it will actually engage the hydraulic locking system. Now, what's really cool, and you can see the instructions here on how you can actually hook this up. It's really easy. Make sure you leave that in the down position, lower it down on the ball, and it automatically locks. If it pops up right here, it didn't latch in right. So you need to make sure that that latches down. You want to make sure that you've got your brake cable, safety brake, run down and tied into your vehicle. And then if you need to release it, you pull up on this and then start cranking up and it comes out and releases. Say you put an automobile on here, as the weight is a little bit heavier, it shoves against you. Well, as it shoves, it's got an auto braking mechanism, so you don't have a full-fledged trailer brake. You don't have to have a trailer brake system on your vehicle. This will actually just push forward. Now, I happen to have a trailer brake system for my trailer, but this particular trailer, you don't have to have that, because as this pushes, it causes a pressure on the inside to allow fluid to run through and actually brake the axles that are back here that already have brakes built in. So it's a really neat design. The other cool thing about this trailer is it is extremely low. If you notice how low this is to the ground, it makes it really easy to get a car on. You aren't up really high, because normally an axle would be at this height. Well, these are lowered axles. These kind of drop down. What's really nice is that it has ramps built in. All you have to do is pull this latch down, pull the ramps out. They're very long ramps, so that way it has a lower angle of incline, so you don't rub up your vehicle, and they will actually stop as you pull them out. You can't pull them out any further than the stop, and then when you slide them back in, they just latch right back into place. It's a pretty smooth system. They also have some safety chains here. You wrap those up and through your frame and then reattach, so that way they'll break. Another neat feature is the fender here on the side. So say for instance you're in the driver's seat and you can't get out because you got a lower profile vehicle, and you try to open the door, you can just undo those and lower your fender over. It's got chains to hold it up, holds it in place. Then when you're done, you just flip it up and pull this up and in, and that will latch it back in place. So pretty cool feature there. Now the last cool feature is that when you go to load your vehicle, you drive the tires all the way up here onto the front, you drive over these straps, and then you take the straps and wrap them up and over the tire to make sure that you've got the tire latched into place, because you're going to wedge the tire up against here. You take this, you put it through like a normal strap, you go down, wrap that up and through and around, and then you just crank on it and it cranks it tight. So if you guys are looking to move a vehicle from one place to another, I highly recommend renting the U-Haul Auto Transport. It's a pretty neat trailer, pretty neat system. Wish I had it in certain situations, because it would come in handy. So anyway, till next time guys, this is Macy Acres and we're out.